Dr. Maddy Roth here. We are going to talk Facebook ads, my favorite topic. Inspire Pelvic Therapy, my business. We run pretty much completely off of Facebook ads. So whenever we hire another therapist, we turn another ad on and it fills their schedule. And it's predictable and we use numbers to back it. And we know exactly if we pull that lever, we're going to fill that person's schedule in a couple weeks. So for us, it takes about one ad at about $20 a day to fill a full-timer schedule. So 1.5 ads typically. So if I have 2 full-timers at our Saginaw clinic, we need about 3 ads going to keep their schedules full. I've been hearing from a lot of people that they've tried Facebook ads and it just didn't work. So today I want to talk about the 10 reasons your Facebook ad maybe didn't work for you and help you brainstorm possibly why this is the case. All of the reasons typically go back to fear and not properly tracking the metrics. Okay. So the first reason you may have failed at Facebook ads is you hired it out with a marketing agency. I have local marketing agencies all the time reach out to me just like, you're going to get this much reach, work with this local place, and we're going to blast it to Facebook ads. We're going to put you in our newspaper. And they charge crazy amounts. I was just so shocked. I got suckered into a phone call with one of the sales reps, and they were like, so how much would you be willing to spend on marketing per month? And this was early on in my business, and I was like, maybe like $200 a month. And he was just like, okay, yeah, our prices start at $2,000 a month. And I was like, what? I was just like kind of embarrassed because I don't know, I had no frame of reference, and I was just like, yeah, I'd spend $200. I'm already full. So like, but I don't know, it'd be interesting to try. Like, yeah, $200. The problem is these marketing agencies, they're never as invested as you are in the success of your ads. They maybe don't really know how to run ads, and they probably haven't worked with a lot of pelvic health business owners on running ads. So you can get really screwed over by these marketing agencies, and they may charge you $2,000 a month, and it just doesn't work. You don't really know what they're doing because they don't really show you. And yeah, so I've heard of failure with Facebook ads because you've tried to hire it out to a marketing agency. You're like, oh, I don't like tech. I can't do this. But guys, you can find out a lot on YouTube these days. It's really actually not too complicated to run your own ads. Just log on to YouTube and you'll probably be better off than these marketing agencies. All right, point number 2, over-targeting. So a few years ago, the game with Facebook ads was to target. You would test different audiences. You would target people that have been to your website already. You would target a lookalike audience. You would target just women with a certain interest. The problem is Meta has changed, 1, and 2, this can work for some people. You do need to test this because some people do better with targeting. But I hear a lot of people that start to target, especially really soon with their ad. They'll maybe see like, okay, all right, I've been running the ad for 2 weeks. I've had 6 women click and 3 males click. Like, okay, so what is that percentage? Like, that's a really high percentage of men. But really, especially if your ad account's new, it's trying to figure out what's going on. And that is just not enough data. That is not statistically significant. You might have just hit 3 guys, and then the next 10 leads are going to be girls. So a lot of people target really soon because they want a quick fix. Like, it can't possibly be my ad copy. It can't possibly be my call out It can't possibly be that my area doesn't react to this ad. Let's do a quick fix and let's just target this to women. The problem with targeting, it does sound like a really good idea, but a lot of times for local businesses, for local brick and mortar, it brings your audience size so small that you're not getting any leads. If your audience size all of a sudden is at like 100,000 people, there's just not enough people. So when you run ads, it's not Meta's job to get you customers, patients, clients. It's their job to just put your ad out for the world to see. And then it's your ad's job to bring you the right leads. And that's done through your copy and your picture. And it takes trial and error. In a recent ads course I was taking, he said, if you want to find your 1 in 1,000 picture for your ad. And so that means you need to test 1,000 pictures before you find out what picture or video is going to hit with your ad. So with ours, I don't think we found our 1 in 1,000 picture, but I know wherever I run my ad in Michigan, we have a picture that always does well. It's me and my colleague Lexi. We're wearing Christmas sweaters and we're like, we're like hugging each other. That goes crazy. People click on that. We have it running in July. People are clicking on it. I think people click on it more in July because they're like, what the heck? Why are they in Christmas sweaters? Like, what is this? Like, they click on it. Okay, so it's not really a 1 in 1,000 picture, I wouldn't say, because, I mean, I still think we could do better, but we get tons of leads from it. And all the time, whenever I run that image, we get the clicks. All right, mistake number 3 is not giving Meta enough time to learn. So now Meta's pretty smart. They're using AI technology to find your clients. And Meta takes a little time to work out who that is. And my ad account probably does better than a newer ad account because I've been running ads targeting postpartum type moms for the last year. So it does take time for Meta to work that out. And it's hard. It's hard to just spend money and wait for Meta to figure it out. It's like, I want to just like target it and like get it to the people. But the technology is actually smarter than us. If we try to micromanage it so much, it's really, again, bringing our audience size way down. Okay, mistake number 4, your call to action and your messaging is poor. It's like unclear. People are simple. They want to know if this ad's for them, if it is making sense. But if your message is like, hey, are you a postpartum mom or a pregnant mom that wants to, like, okay, right there, you're calling out 2 different audiences. Neither one of them knows if this ad is for them. That ad isn't going to do as well as if you just called out pregnant moms, just called out postpartum moms. Another ad I'll see people try to run is, are you suffering from peeing your pants, pain with sex? Like, you list every pelvic health concern. Like, you probably will get some clicks, but it's just, you want your ad to speak so deeply and so directly to who you're targeting. We run 2 different ads, and it literally is targeting the same population in my head, but it gets different people. So we'll run like a postpartum ad. Okay, that gets a certain clientele through our door, but then we'll run a DRA ad, and it's very similar, like kind of calling out postpartum moms, but the way it's worded is a little bit more like, are you sick of being bloated and looking this way? It's more superficial, and we get a different bunch of people clicking on that ad because that one speaks to them, the verbiage. Mistake number 5, we talked about this already. You have a new ad account, and Meta is trying to figure out what's going to work for you. And trust me, Meta wants you to succeed at this because they get paid. They know they'll get paid if it works for you. You'll keep paying them if it's working. So they're going to try their best to make sure that ad is going where it needs to go. But it does take time for that all to work out. And how much time? It's hard to even give a general rule of thumb. Mistake number 6. This is a little out of your control. People may just be outbidding you. So if you're living in a certain area where a lot of ads are run, a lot of other PT clinics, even if they're ortho clinics, those clinics might be outbidding you because it's an auction. And so Meta's going to show whoever's bidding the most to the most people. So if you are looking at your account and you're like, the reach isn't very good, but I'm doing like a decent amount of money, there might be a lot of advertisers in your area. So that sucks. That's a little out of your control. Mistake number 7, again, is just fear. You're so scared. You spent $100 this week on ads and you didn't get any patients. Like, yeah, that is scary. When you're deciding how much you want to spend on Facebook ads, I recommend spending an amount that stings a little bit, like you care, but you also would be okay still if you lost that money, especially at first when it's less predictable. For us, it's predictable. Turn an ad on, fill a therapist schedule, rinse and repeat. For new ad accounts, it's really hard, even for me, to guarantee what it's going to do, because some people it just hits right away and it's similar to ours. You're filling a therapist schedule right away and you can hire, and it's just always consistently producing results for you. Mistake number 8, your Instagram and your Facebook content kind of sucks. So when people click on the ad, they're going to want to look at, okay, what is this? A lot of times people want to snoop a little bit. They'll go onto your page. They might check your website and then, oh, the ad pops up again. Oh, okay. Like they look cute, like, or they look fun, or they treat a lot of fertility issues and that's my issue. So we want to make sure, of course, that we're trying to put some decent content on our social media sites. And you don't have to be an expert at social media. You know, the reels and the videos that do best are filmed from an iPhone, not a professional photographer or videographer, I should say. Film from your iPhone, just really showing the true you. And people feel an emotion when they're looking at your content and they're like, I actually feel like I know these people. I had a patient, this was kind of an insult. She came in, she's like, you're really different than you are on social media. Like, you're really goofy and fun on social media, but like in real life, you're really quiet. And I was just like, yeah, I'm sorry. I am quiet. I'm not like really that goofy in real life. So it just gives you a perception of what people are going to be like. Mistake number 9, you don't have an enticing offer with your ad. I know a lot of PTs and OTs are so scared to give a lowball offer. They think, oh, they're not going to book more sessions if they get in with a lowball offer. But look at what all the other businesses are doing. There's so many businesses that do an entry-level offer. Online businesses typically have a lead magnet. That's $47 for my free ebook. There's dentists that do a free whitening and they're like, oh my gosh, I love this place. Like, I'm going to keep going here. People need an offer. If you're just running ads with just like kind of general awareness about your business, like that's cool. Just know you're not going to get like, you're not going to be able to measure the ROI from that. If you're just running an ad to like, hey, like visit our website, like this is what we do, you're probably not going to get like clicks like, ooh, I want that. Like, I want that offer. That's just more of an awareness ad, which is fine to run. We don't run those. I like to know exactly what my ROI is on running an ad, and I like to have a clear ROI. I don't like to just run like, okay, like our ortho practice in the area, they'll just run an ad like, go to our clinic, like We've helped people with this issue. Okay. Yeah, it's good. I think it's good to get the word out about the ad. And that can also make you feel better if you're running an ad and you're not getting leads right away. Like, it's still really good to be getting the word out about your business. But once your ad is working, it's just great to have an offer with it. Any good Facebook ad is going to have an offer with it, whether it's a discount or maybe a guarantee or like a free this, something that's going to hook a person and make them want to take the desired action. All right, number 10, another mistake, if Facebook ads don't work for me, is they actually do work for you. So one of my friends, I've been helping her run ads, and she's really negative about the ads. She hates the ads. She's like, these ad people suck. Like, they never book out treatments. They no-show all the evals. They cancel last minute. They're just terrible. Like, okay, a couple weeks later, she's like, all right, can you help me get the ads back going? Like, we need leads so bad. And I was like, yes, I will. But we need an attitude adjustment here. You're a numbers person. Run the numbers. Did your ad actually, was it really, really bad? Okay. She runs the numbers. She had an 8x return on investment. And that was after she accounted for like paying for staff and overhead. She still had an 8x return on her ad. And she just emotionally felt like the ad wasn't working because she just could really feel that sting of like, oh, okay, another Facebook ad no showed. All right. There's different quality of leads. So I've run numbers on if we get a patient from a doctor referral, how likely they are to show up to the eval and book subsequent sessions. Facebook ad, online inquiry, word of mouth referral. Our worst referrals are from our doctors. They're least likely to book on the phone, and they're least likely to book subsequent sessions. Our second worst are our Facebook ad people. Third worst, online inquiry, and our best are our word of mouth referrals. They're most likely to book. They're most likely to book an eval and subsequent sessions. So it is a little different. There's different levels. These people are colder than your word of mouth referrals. They might be colder a little bit than even a workshop person that's already met you at your workshop. But if your schedule has gaps and you're not attempting to fill it, because there's a very, very good percentage of these Facebook ad people that are going to be star patients. And so both of our clinics, our Saginaw clinic, our Troy clinic, they're full from our Facebook ad people. There's good people in there. They're buying packages. They're doctors. They're lawyers. They're professionals. And it's not just like really poor leads 24/7. Again, it might feel bad, but please run your numbers. If you are putting $1 in and getting $8 out, why not? Those are my 10. I'm sure there are more, and it can be really frustrating if your ad account is not working the way you like it to. But remember to run the numbers, use statistics, and use data-driven decisions as you are doing your ads. And it might feel a certain way, or it might feel like you've spent a lot of money. But also look at the alternative too. Say you spend $400 a month on ads. Like, woo, that sounds really expensive. All right, well, if you had a workshop and you're hiring out a workshop, how much does that cost you to do that? If you're paying your therapist $50 an hour, she's there for 2 hours plus prep time, you're probably paying her around $200 total to do the workshop. And so it's just a different way of marketing. Marketing does often cost either money or time. This is something that costs money, just like if you're hiring out a workshop. Although early on, what you have, when you're really early on, all you do have is time. Typically, you don't have money. So you likely won't be able to spend much, if at all, on ads until you get a little bit of something going there. And then it can just snowball. So hopefully this helped you and helped build your confidence. If you've tried ads before, if you got suckered by an agency, if you didn't have the right call to action, it is trial and error until you find that $1 million ad that can scale your business. Thanks for tuning in to Roth Consulting Group. And if you want to chat ads, hit me up. I love the ads chat. Have a good day.